So today we're working on 2010 Toyota Sienna 3.5 spark plugs. Tune-up, but they don't have much to tune up. So obviously there's no wires, there's no cap, there's no rotor. Anyway, cut to the chase. Front ones are really easy. Plastic clips in these break often. It stinks, but it is what it is. So cut to the chase. You got to take the big plastic cap off the motor. It just wiggles off. Actually, these little push pins actually hold it in place. So you wiggle that off and then do the front ones. 10, 10, and a 10. Unclip them all. Unclip them all. Spark plug, obviously a 5/8 spark plug socket. Straight down. And then you get to the back. The back's the fun ones. So the back you have to take the intake off for. You're going to need a 10mm for the outside bolts, and you're going to need a Allen key, which is a 5, for the inside bolts, and that's these bolts right here, here and here, here and here. I'm going to take them bolts off and I'll get back to you. So back to this job for the spark plugs, the back ones. This is a bolt on the back of the intake. I'm going to zoom out, kind of show you where it is. So you see, throttle body was 410s. Just lay it off to the side. Just make your life a little easier. And you can weasel in there. There's gonna be a bunch of hoses to take off. Make sure remember where they go. They're kind of self-explanatory because of the length of them. And there's gonna be, these are 12s, like I said, and then there's gonna be another one halfway across the intake. You're gonna need a wrench or a ratchet wrench for. So now we're behind the intake. Basically between the two runners. You'll see I got a wrench back there. It's a 12, and that's another intake bolt. So just give you a quick glance what we're looking at. This is the bolt on the driver's side you're trying to get out on the back. Same exact style bolt, same bolt itself, 12mm, and that comes through that bracket. So, and then to show you on the intake itself, here's the intake. It is. I just flipped it over, but this is what we're up against. Gotta get that bolt out there, and this bolt on this side right there. And then the intake will come off nice and easy. Make sure you put it somewhere safe. It's plastic, don't want to break it. You can reuse the gaskets if you don't damage them. So we'll put it on the shelf. Alright, so now to get to the coil packs, you gotta take out a bunch of 10s. That 10 will give you that harness loose. This 10 will take the bracket out. There's also a nut on the back of it that'll loosen that line up. Another 10 over here. And then obviously this is the 10 on the coil. This is the 10 on the coil where my finger is. And then there's one in the corner over here. You can't see my finger. But you're gonna take a bunch of that off, and then you'll be able to get to the plugs and the coils. Make sure you cover over the intake hole, runner holes while working. And also just a quick note, if you try to start the car and it starts and cuts off and you have off the windshield wiper cowl, you have to have the two sensors plugged in, the one on the right fender well and one for the windshield. Otherwise it'll just start up, run for a bit, and turn off.